Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is weekly review at Raghav Refines. In today's video, as you know the format, we'll be going over all the trades that we took and what was the process behind. We are trading here a small account of $500 and as you can see my net negative is 132 right now. If I go to reports, let's see. As you can see, gross loss 806, gross profit 673. So I've made 673 over past 2 months, past 1.5 months, and I've lost 806. So that sums up our what do you call it? The drawdown. I'll tell you what happened with me last week. I shot a full episode of weekly review and then accidentally there's this button here, so I press that button. I'll show you what happens when I press that button. So I accidentally pressed that button, kept yapping for 45 minutes and then realized nothing got recorded. So that was a shame, but shit happens. So today we are back with another video. Hopefully in this one I can explain you better how things went for the past week. Is it too big? Yes, let's make it a little smaller. I think that is better, at least that way you can, I can also move it around, which is so cool. I'll keep it to the edge, yeah. Okay, let's minimize this so that I don't get distracted. Alright, let's go to the past 1 week. What happened? All history, we don't want whole history. Custom period, entire history. Okay, from 21st till 27th, yeah. So my net negative was $30 in loss. So as you can see, very few trades taken. I think I clearly need to have a better understanding of how price action works, maybe. 22nd, 23rd right here. Okay, this is 23rd. How many? 22nd. Let's jump to 22nd first, my bad. Okay, 22nd. I made $6 odd sell. Okay, I have support here, resistance forming. Oh wait, resistance at top, support at bottom. I took a profit here. I saw price pushing down, and once it break below this green candle's low, I entered, I believe. I entered for sell half lot. Oh no, I wish half lot. 5 cent lot. So I entered 5 cent lot here, took profit here and then called it at break even. I think I'm doing two things very wrong. Early break even and not effective stop loss. And that in a minute you will see how that has affected my whole week. Because if you see, the price did move in my direction, and if I did not have a break even stop loss, the price would have, kept moving in my direction. If my price, or wait, if my stop loss was just behind this candle. So let's move this yellow line to show you where I am talking about. Okay, I think I got it selected. No, not yet. Okay, if my stop was behind this, behind this previous or last wick this candle created, I should have been fine for the most part, but I decided to break even it too early, and I think that costed me money. I left money on table. So if I entered here, let's calculate how many pips. 26 pips on 5 cent lot. That's not bad at all, but I'm doing too early break evens, too early. That's not good. Hopefully this time I'm recording my audio, because last time, okay, if I and now I'm recording back the sound. This bar can tell me if the recording is going well or not, which is good. I can lower the music background, bring it up. So there's a lot you can do with the software, and I have just scratched the surface yet. So that's one trade I did. I captured $6 early and then break even stop loss, which costed me what? Let's see that. If I've never exited the if the if the position never got executed for stop loss, I could have easily captured 90 pips. Would have been a good day, but alright, we all learn from our mistakes, and that's fine. 23rd comes in. How many trades? 3 trades in total. Alright, first thing we check if we changed our bias. No. That's a good thing. No change of bias. If bias did not change, what was my thought process? Let's try to figure out. I lost 14 on first one. Okay. Sell trade. It was more of a momentum trade. Excuse me for that. As price started moving down, I entered because I thought it's momentum, and then yeah, that's another thing with me. I see momentum, I jump in. I should rather wait and see what kind of structure it forms. Multiple entry exits within, yeah, all sell half, sell 1 cent, got exited with a $5 loss here. This is the trade. And then it did move in my direction. 90 pips, $9 of stop loss. If I would have kept it, if I would have kept my stop loss behind this candle, I lost what, $6, $5 on this trade. Copper glass. You know, they say copper is good for you because everything in this universe has vibration, and natural vibrations of copper, they say, resonate better with the human body or something. I don't know the details, but all I know, copper is good for you, and that's why if you look at pictures from history, people used copper utensils a lot more than we do now. So that's that. 3 trades, 3 negatives. Wait, 1 positive, but that's not even positive, you know. So I did not trade on 24th. What could have been done better is the question here. Candles are printing sideways for the most part. How? Let's see what's the size of this red candle first. 130 pips. So price moved $13 within this one candle. If I make it any bigger, ideally I would call it a no trading zone. Looking at it now, or let's say if I made a resistance here and then another, yeah, that makes sense. As price started pushing down, I thought it broke below the previous support, or this support that you see, and I thought this would be a good entry, good impulse entry, and I enter. And yeah, price took my stop loss, moved more in my direction. I gave my bias a second chance after losing $15. I lost 5 more in the same bias, and then I called it a day. I took one more trade here. Okay, I took 1 cent lot, sell side, exited very quickly. That's not even what, not 1 pip. Yeah, less than 1 pip, 0.7 pips, and that's about it. Okay, let's move to the next day. This will be a quick review, as after this I will be heading to my stores. So I thought I'll quickly make this week's review and get in touch with you guys. All in all, the week wasn't that great. $28 negative. Let's see past week. I'll show you a week before this, which I was talking about earlier. I did make a video but accidentally pressed the mute button on these new headphones, and I could not record anything. I mean, I did record the screen, but there was no audio to it. I'll show you. Let's see if I can find it. Is this the clip? Wait, 21st. I think this is the one.
यहाँ पे शुरू हुए थे भाई साहब, क्या अप
All
डाउन
right,
किया है
my
मैंने।
friend. No, this is not the one. I think this is the one. All right. Welcome everyone the sound, to probably, and now you can't hear anything. Nothing for 45 straight minutes. I kept talking without knowing that nothing is being recorded, which is very humiliating when you check it after 45 minutes and see nothing got recorded at all. Oh boy. But it is what it is. So I'm gonna show you how a week before this went. So all in all, I had a profit of $22, $41 on this trade. Very well executed trade of mine, and I can say this was one of the highest profits that I've ever done, based upon structure, not based upon gambling or anything, based upon how structure worked. So that was good. Now let's come back to this week. Why do I keep clicking on review? Wait, custom period. Alrighty, back to this. So on 23rd, okay, on 25th, let's talk about 25th. Let's lower this a bit. This was good price action on 24th. I missed that, but that's fine. Okay, let's see what 25th had to offer. Resistance, support, okay. I kinda remember this. I took a sell trade 2 cent lot. I enter here. Yeah, 2 cent lot got exited here. No, I don't see the exit, but I think this is the exit, yeah. I think I took partial profits and then I could be wrong. But the idea behind this trade was support here, this yellow line, resistance up top. As price started moving down, this was a missed entry. That's another thing. Because initially I thought I'll plan my entry somewhere here when the price breaks, you know, but I thought price moved up or down without making a low upper wick 60 pips. It might go back to create a lower wick, or wait, upper wick, but it never did and kept pushing down. So I thought, oh. So it was a missed entry, but trade done out of FOMO. So I enter here somewhere, thinking, okay, if price keeps pushing down, what's the next support? And oh wait, that's way too big. This, my friend, will be the next support for this, and then this was another support, but that's far away right now. Let's move this to here, okay? So I enter at this point thinking that it will go to the support, next support, take that support or reject that. And it did do that. If you see, if price kept pushing down, I think, yeah, my main issue right now is effective stop loss. Effective stop loss, early break evens is what I'm gonna target next week. Fix that and get better with those. So, yeah, I took two trades on 25th. First was positive, second negative minus 10. Because I enter here, wait, yeah, I enter 2 cent lot. At this point, as price kept pushing down, remember this one thing, and I also need to keep this in my mind. When price moves with so much volume, don't think it's gonna keep pushing in the same direction. As you can clearly see, it moved what? I think it's quite a bit. 150 pips, right? So it's, or wait, it went almost 20 to 40 pips to create this lower wick, and then retraces back to 150 pips. So when this huge candle forms, there is a good chance it will just retrace and then maybe keep pushing, but bigger the candle, maybe bigger the wicks. So that is something I need to keep in mind. Ideally, I should have entered somewhere close to the yellow line when it broke below the support. Okay, last day, Friday. Let's talk about Friday, my friend. Friday took 3 trades in total. What was the bias? Okay, initial bias was sell. And before you say why did you change your bias, I can justify, I guess I can justify that to some degree. Price started to break below this. Let me move this yellow line. Started to break below this yellow line. So I entered thinking the price would go to the next support, but this was a very wrong entry. I would not suggest this at all. Soon I realized it was a wrong entry and I exited with $5. Oh wait, not even five, $2 loss, because it was in first. Why it was a wrong entry? Middle of the range, right? No candle closing yet, so should have waited for candle to close. Okay, let's even say impulse entry. Impulse entry in middle of range. No. This was my range. I thought price took rejection at this resistance multiple time. Now this is something that confuses me. If this, will this be my resistance or this here will be my ideal resistance? But let's say this is my ideal resistance, because even if it breaks above this resistance, there's no more room for price to push up, right? Yeah, I think my judgment here is somewhat correct. Maybe let me know in the comments below if there is something I can improve. I'm here to learn. So, okay, realize soon that my bias is wrong, so move to buy side bias. Took a 5 cent lot. when the price broke above this resistance, I took an entry here, exited here, made $6 odd, and then I decided, okay, the $6 that I've made, I'll put that back and see if I can do anything with those. I should have ideally waited for this candle to close and this candle to start and enter somewhere here, because price did kept pushing up, if you can see. So yeah, I mean, this is one problem I'm facing right now: effective stop losses and break even, early break evens. This is something I will work coming week. This will be the last week of September. So by end of September it'll be 2 complete months of me trading. Am I profitable yet? No. Still learning a lot of new things every day. Let's see what. I booked my tickets today, so excited. Maybe when I go to India, I'll shoot some things. I don't know, if I get some time, I'll shoot some videos, but we'll see. So this was a very, very good trade if I would have executed better. My performance this week was very poor, as you can see. If I entered here at the yellow line once the price broke, and my stop loss would be below its previous low, or where it created this wick. 23 pips, not bad of a stop loss. So, and then I should have rided this whole move, but it is what it is. We learn, we grow. So I hope you guys get to learn something from these videos. That's the whole point of making these videos: how to trade a small account, what can be done better, and how can we improve. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be joining you guys next week. Hopefully I might get chance to do some live throughout the week, but if not, you'll see me in the next weekly review. As you can see, my trade balance, or my account balance, is at 380. I started with 500 something. I'm in a, what do you call it, a drawdown of 120 altogether. Let's do all history. 132. So yeah, and that's that. We'll join next week. Hopefully this week goes better. I'll perform better. And this is the end of the week, end of the month next week. So thank you for joining, you guys, and catch you in the next one. Peace.